Hello there, I'm Robert Hammond. This is part 6 of a video I'm doing on Donald Trump and other interrelated topics. And I was talking about the Islamic extremists in Germany and how things have gone pear-shaped over there, and how this is interconnected with the plan of the global elite for a takeover of Western society, I think. Because basically, in Germany, for example, and over the world, I think these people could be there to set off the chaos, as I said. So basically, they're real big boys. They sit back and let them do the work and create this disorder, and at the last moment offer the solution. It's really bad. But yeah, what solutions are there here for this? How can we try and turn things around? If you want a culture to survive, basically, and a way of living to survive, well, it's not all doom and gloom, because we've got Brexit. We voted Brexit, and the American people, as I said, did elect Donald Trump, and these are positive moves. And another thing, and this does relate back to my previous videos, because I think that somehow that they should all connect, and that is the value of the nuclear family, the traditional family in the West. This has got to come back if it can, because Western white families need fathers. They need white fathers. This is something that has to change. We have to have this back, and women should stop rejecting their white men. Basically, in the West, in Western society, they should stop rejecting their men, because it's destroying us. It's destroying Western civilization. It's destroying everyone. And men, we need to claim back our masculinity, basically, and our masculine roles and our male roles as protectors. Okay. We need to be protectors again, because Germany is an example. I'm sorry I keep referring to this, but there was no protection from the men, and this is what happened. And we need to see past the bullshit. We need to separate the wheat from the chaff, and we need to realise what's right and what's wrong. And we have to have a backbone, and just to speak your truth and just say it no matter what, and be direct and not care if it offends people. We have to do that. We can't be afraid to keep our lips shut just because of political correctness. We can't do that. Another thing, radical feminism. This is another enemy of the West. Radical feminism. Radical feminism will not fight off hordes of angry Arab Muslim men that wish to sexually terrorise them. Basically, that was proved in Germany. It was horrible, and it was probably humiliating to the German people as well. Radical feminism is part to blame for all of that, and what's going on, the fall of Western society. Radical feminism is a big piece of the puzzle. Radical feminism doesn't really care about women. It doesn't care about them at all. I think there was a lady that was, a politician in Germany that was responsible for letting all these foreign people in, those types, and she doesn't care about the people on the ground, the casualties, of these women who were the rape victims. She doesn't care about that. She doesn't really care about women. She's not really a feminist. Radical feminists aren't really true feminists, because I've come to realise in watching those videos about what's happened to the German people, that really, basically, I am a traditional feminist. Go back to the start of these videos of my basic value systems. I'm basically a traditional feminist. I believe that women should have the right to work if they want. They should have the right to wear what they want. They have the right to their opinion, say what they want. They shouldn't be pushed down. But at the same time, a balance has to be met between male and female. Men shouldn't be ashamed of their masculinity. They should basically fulfil these roles as protectors and providers, and the women should respect them for that. But I have nothing against women having their freedom too, you see. So that's an important thing as well. End radical feminism, and it's important for women to get back the basics of traditional feminism. Again, we're going back to that word, traditionalism. We need to get that back. I'm not saying we should all be Christians again or anything like that, but there's got to be a traditional element thrown back in there. We need to take a few leaves from the old books of traditionalism and get that back. So yeah, the nuclear family, and that's basically it. That's basically the end of this videos. Apart from one more thing on Donald Trump, a few ending thoughts on Donald Trump here, and basically, Donald Trump, if he's for real, he's not part of the club. He isn't part of the global elite. He's part of no secret society or societies, unlike Hillary Clinton, and or the Clintons or the Bushes. I think Hillary Clinton, she's part of the Bilderberg group. That basically, people are part of the Bilderberg group. Tony Blair, I'm sure, is one of them. And anybody of importance, and they're all around the world, and they meet all around the world. And they pool in one location, and they basically discuss, world politics, big, events that are going to change the world behind our backs. We're not going to know about it. So there's going to be another economic crash, for example, or something like that. They'll discuss it in private and West plan it, and then we won't know. So. And that's globalism, and that's elitism, and that's fascism, as far as I'm concerned. You had George Bush, a member of the Skull and Bone Society. Many of the prime ministers here, I'm sure David Cameron is a member of the Fabian Society. I'm sure Tony Blair was as well. These are elitists. They don't care about us. They don't care about the people on the ground. But Donald Trump, to me, he represents the closest to that. He seems to genuinely care about his country and the people that are in it. He's more concerned about jobs and giving a better life to the American people. So that, I think, is a positive move. And like I said, he's not a part of the club, which is interesting. Because he's not part of that, if it's true, and this is going to sound a little, maybe a bit too far-fetched, but he may be the best president the American people have seen since Kennedy. He was, of course, assassinated. I know they are big words, but to me, I think he could be a real breath of fresh air for the American people. And also connecting to Trump, Hollywood. Why is Hollywood and all these rich actors and celebrities like Madonna and people like that, why are they reacting to them? Why are they so anti-Trump? And Thomas Sheridan, he did a YouTube video called Hollywood's Primal Fear of Trump, and you should look at that to know what I'm talking about. Because it made me think of Jimmy Savile, the Jimmy Savile scandal, and because he was a star and celeb, wasn't he? And I think he was also a Freemason. He was protected by the police. He was close friends with the royal family, plus the Yorkshire Ripper, and had the keys to Broadmoor in his pocket, and was raping children for years. And some say, like Thomas Sheridan, he was also a serial killer as well, possibly. And he was parceling, trafficking children to the rich, the royal families, and maybe even these Hollywood producers, So Hollywood and all of that is, most likely directly interconnected with politics and power, and the whole underground paedophile network, globally. So Is that why Hillary Clinton's so scared of him? Is that why these Hollywood people are reacting to him so badly? You know, are they paid or being forced to criticise him? Because if their lid is blown off and Donald Trump, let's say he exposes it, I mean, can you imagine? It would be like opening Pandora's box. Once he's opened and he unveils the corruption, just like the Jimmy Savile scandal with certain people, he'll be, you know, labelled possibly an American hero, and they'll, you know, people the likes of Hillary Clinton, they'll hang. I think it was Thomas Sherdlin, that says one of the remarks or quotes that Hillary made was, "If he gets elected, we'll all hang." So think about that. So, you know, are the elite in trouble, and are they afraid of Donald Trump? That's why the media is right behind them in their criticism. There's been little positive said about the media on Donald Trump. And remember, he said about the media as well, said that they lie, you know, and all of that. So there we are, Donald Trump, the Donald Trump phenomena, and interrelated topics on Western civilization, and how we're under attack, and how we need to defend ourselves. So I hope that these series of videos were helpful. Again, it's a big thing to do this in a way. It's a big thing to put your neck out on the line and say this, because it's basically going to go public. And again, I don't aim to offend people, but my value system is that we have the freedom to speak our truth. And the first video I did was calling all free thinkers to speak their truth, and so this is a continuation of that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next videos I do. Thank you very much.